There's no place like Earth where you can have a sip of coffee while you're doing a webcast like this. No place where you can smile and laugh and rub cheeks with another human or any of that. There's a tendency to suppress the sensual nature. Angels, by nature, are very, very sensual. They love color and sound. They love texture and art. They love anything that gives sensual experience. And I'm not just talking sexual, although that is something also very unique to this planet. How you come together in a beautiful physical, spiritual, energetic union. Whether it's with yourself, a partner, it doesn't matter. Right now, there are nearly 1,600 ascended masters out of the total of 9,000 ascended masters who have returned back into the physical body. They have chosen, willingly chosen, another incarnation on this planet so that they can come back not to save others, not to fix the planet, not to do anything other than to enjoy life. Because it is here, and perhaps only here, where one can know and love themselves. One can be in the embodiment of this physical reality with all of its sensual beauty and be in the state of freedom, be in the state of I am. There's nothing else like it. I know some of you have heard that in the other dimensions there is great beauty, and indeed there is. And that in the other dimensions there is music, unlike anything heard here on earth, and indeed there is. And in the other dimensions you are free to soar, to fly without a physical body, simply in your light body, and indeed that is true. But my dear friends, imagine now for a moment, as an enlightened being here on this planet, living in joy, living simply for the sensual nature of your angelic being, living for the beauty of the moment, and living multidimensionally, no longer being just restricted to this physical body, but being able to be physical and multidimensional at the same time. Being able to walk down the street, but also in an instant, to imagine yourself flying, and you will be. To feel into your own essence, into your own energies, without having to ever steal any energy from anyone else or have them take it from you, but to be a sovereign being. That is embodied enlightenment. There's no place like Earth. No place where you can create and experience and express. It's not about the difficulties, it's not about the karma, it's not about the challenges. It can be done in pure joy. Pure joy. You don't have to accept anybody else's burdens on your backs. You can be a radiant expression of joy, and that's what I look forward to doing. With clear aspects, with clear love, and with certain joy. I will celebrate me back home to this place called Earth. Enjoy this time you have right now, what you're going through, that what your body and mind are going through, your perceptions of the outside world. Enjoy this time. Don't worry about when. Absolutely love this time. Take it to extremes. Have memorable experiences. Question outside the box. Play outside the box. Do those things and don't worry at all about when. Because you're not going to be the one that determines it anyway. Not the human. It's not up to the human, other than to allow. You cannot force it. You cannot manipulate it. The less you do of that, the less trying, and the more relaxing into enlightenment, but then you could say, not that it would come sooner, but you're going to have a hell of a lot more fun. there's still a perception that you have to keep your thoughts together, and you have to walk this path so carefully, whether it's what you eat or the people you associate with or how holy that you think you are. And none of that matters. That was the first thing that each and every one of the 5 Shambro who've now come to realization, that's the first thing they commented on after coming to that realization. Why was I trying so hard? Why did I take on that responsibility? It was only after I surrendered to the limitations of my identity and allowed into the expansiveness of the I am that I then became realized. The first thing they say when they come over is, I wished I would have just allowed and relaxed. I stressed myself. I wore myself out. I created a lot of conflicts where there didn't need to be conflicts. I tried too hard. And they are joining me today on stage, energetically, saying the same thing to each and every one of you. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what you're going through. Yes, this is the greatest thing. And I know it's hard to imagine sometimes, but only because you're working at it too hard. All of the passion, the desire, the choice is within you already. That is obvious. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. All of your, you could say, your commitment is already in place. You can't put any more in there. You can't make yourself more earnest than you already are. So be good with that. Stop working at it. Stop worrying that you're going to make a mistake. You cannot. You cannot make a mistake.